on.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, Alamau was interested in playing Shields yesterday in Oregon, so it makes sense to ban away from him.
Oh wow, it really is one of those games. Okay. That's fine.
What seems to be the issue?
I mean,
the fact
excuse me?
The fact that we're playing a clubhouse with Thatcher, Maverick, Habana, Ace, Thermite, that may be the issue. I mean, this is going to be attacker-sided. This is the most attacker-sided clubhouse I think we'll ever see.
You know when someone's like got their head down and like they're holding on to the bridge of the nose and it's like supporting the whole weight of their whole soul and being because they need to muster as much energy as possible to get through this next game. That is exactly what I'm doing right now. Mute and Clash to round us out. Oh dear. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's first round knife fight, question mark. You know, all meet at front spawn.
Could be one of those. Are you ready? Mentally, just take a minute, Ollie. Mentally prepare yourself.
The thing is, I don't mind. Okay. This can be whatever it wants to be. I just want the players to have a lot of fun with this. This can be whatever it wants to be. As long as they put on a good show and we get something to shout about, it's a game of Siege. Now, is it a game of Siege that's going to play out in a way that we can expect and predict and analyze and talk about? Probably not, given the bans for a start. And given that we really don't know what to expect here, we've not seen Team 1 play this map in yonks. So we're really unsure as to what they're going to do. Obviously, it's Clubhouse. How differently than everyone else can they possibly want to play it? Not very, but still.
We could be on the. We could go into the realm of 2 a.m. 10-man lobbies if it gets that bad. I mean that could be a potential. But we'll see what Team 1 want. I think Team 1 are the interesting side more than anything to really see what they want to go for and see what they want to do, because I think they'll be up for some funky pushes, some funky strategies.
Well, we've had some funky bans.
I could see a first round rush. Definite.
Yeah, that's on the cards. 100%. This is the sort of game that's like an analyst's nightmare. You know when players and teams are doing prep going into like the Copa Elite 6, for example, and they're like, oh, okay, so Team 1 played yesterday, right? What did they do? Okay, so they played Clubhouse. Oh, great, they've not played that in a while. Like, you know, this is the permaban. Like, what's going on? Was there anything worth watching? Well, they banned Zafir and Mute. Oh, okay, so we're going to have to make a new column in the spreadsheet for that one because that just never happened. Like, this is one of those nightmare games that's just a little bit of an anomaly. Yeah. See a nice opening nade here, though.
Maybe they banned out Sophia, Ollie, because maybe they're preparing to play Fade and Clubhouse with Bullet running around with the Sophia LMG.
That's a great, you know, this is theory crafting. This is what we're here for, Demo. That is a great little piece of a nugget of information, you could say.
Thank you. I take pride in that, in those little nuggets.
If it wasn't such a map, if it wasn't a map that was so pressured by hard breach, it wouldn't be a bad ban, honestly, because Zafir LMG is a nightmare.
Yeah, especially if you're going to target ban somebody who we know, especially like Bullet in that circumstance. The guy can run rampant as well as anyone can with that weapon. Live will be on the catwalk. Has the vigil, so he will be immune to those drones, but I think they have a suspicion that he's going to be up there. They certainly do. Just trying to play it as best as he can, but I actually believe the server wall will be opened up, and now he's dropped down. Almost catches KDS. Just barely misses the head. So they have been able to recover one roamer, but there is still one more. Patoxy upstairs in office. That's a good angle, and not good enough apparently though, Wally. Lagonis is ready for it, and Patoxy goes down.
2 opening kills for Team 1. Hatch open, pretty unsurprisingly here. No Cade being brought, but with Thatcher available, there's a question as to how worth that would be. Pretty much do whatever you like in terms of hard breach here on this map, and exactly what Team 1 are starting to do. They've seen some success early on, and they've been able to start to pressure in onto the side. They've actually removed Ion playing in Church. Now Basetto, who's going to be inside of Tunnel. He's Toxic Wave Canister onto the hatch. They had one inside a Dirt Tunnel as well, it seems. Basetto now going to retake this shotgun position. But Alamal's pushing in onto the site. Basetto is likely going to get pinched here, no matter which way he cuts it. Finds one onto Levy, but is still going to fight his way out of the tunnel on the other side.
Live stuck inside a church to know exactly where he is, and it's only a matter of time before Team 1 find out their positions. There goes Basetto, and I think Live will join him momentarily. Neskin tries a swing, but Alamal is there to cover him. Team 1, an easy first round.
Easy as you like for Team 1 there, getting the job done nice and early. An effective roam clear. Really put them in a good stead. Round on the basement. Not all the time that the attackers are going to be successful down there, but Team 1 making it happen. I don't want to jump to any conclusions just yet, Demo. I don't think it was as landslidey as it potentially could have been if Black Dragons really were just looking to get this one over, given that they now can't make it into the Elite Six. But the Ying pick there certainly could inject a little bit of pace.
So, Team 1, again, I think playing with this attitude of game's done quick. I think that's a fair assumption. We can see them, they're not afraid to take these challenges, but it's not as explosive as what I would have thought it would have been from Team 1. You can still see them being pretty coordinated in terms of the drone work, still opening up different things that will assist them, not looking to challenge, these kind of ego challenges with the 1v1s. They're taking their time, and it's timed aggression. It is calculated aggression that they're dealing with. The fact that they have a Ying might make it a little bit more explosive, you would expect. As soon as that breach gets open, Ying could go massive into the breach, can really disrupt Black Dragons and everything that they're doing. Black Dragons have brought the oNe, the oNe, and the Jaeger, so they have a bunch of projectile denial. The only thing they would be lacking was maybe a few more C4s. They only have the one from Valkyrie. So, he's being chunked down a lot. That's a garage spawn peek he's went for. He's been sent backwards, it seems to be. Team 1 have done well to make sure nobody gets lost off those spawn peaks. But now they actually know that the Ying's going to be stuck, though. They know about the Ying.
Are they going to be able to do anything about it? That's the big question. As you say, they've got plenty of catchers, so could reposition some ADSs or focus some magnets in specific areas, or just do a Basetto and deal with Alamal straight up, take him out of action and not give him a chance to throw a single Candela. That's exactly what we have seen. Basetto with a successful kill there can now make his way to Adam's stairs and look to try and pressure in onto Lounge. Perez, how's he managed to find two? Eventually taken down by Levy. Patoxy in with the trade, and it's all down to Neskin. Live's going to find that kill upstairs as the breach was being pushed, I believe, or no, through in from construction. Final kill will come in. A short round, but a sweet one for Black Dragons.
Yeah, Black Dragons didn't really have to do much there. All they did there, it looked as if Team 1 were playing off zero information at many portions of that round. So yeah, a very short and sweet round for Black Dragons. That's going to be their top floor locked out, though, and Black Dragons are going to immediately go back downstairs again. Team 1, whenever they attacked it last time, it was fairly calculated. You can see they weren't afraid to open up and still play fairly default in towards Clubhouse, in towards the basement, making sure dirt's open, trying to push in towards Kitchen Hatch. But they had a great little push going down in towards Blue. Blue is a massive trigger for either sides. The fight for Blue is always going to be there, Ollie. Always going to be difficult for an attacker pushing down and swinging on towards Generator, because it is a massive 50-50 game. He either swings left or he swings right, and usually the attackers don't have a good time down there. But whenever the attackers do successfully win that engagement, if you lose Blue control, it means you lose Armory control, which then means you lose Kitchen Hatch control, which then means you lose. That just shows the knock-on effect that losing Blue can cause for your team.
Well, let's see how Black Dragons choose to try and keep control this time. Third round, third operator choice for Alamal, as if we were to expect anything else. We'll be on the nook this time. Lagonis, first blood. Seto, proving a menace on this entry. He has got Team 1's number. First round, we can let him off for that, but the next two, he's been able to find that opener. The diffuser cold on the ground, as if it was going to go any other way than just be an out-and-out kill fest. Trade's coming in, though. Ion. He's going to take Alamau out, but not before Perez falls. So, advantage still Black Dragons here. Alamau and Lagonis out of the picture. The diffuser could be recovered, but it's unlikely to be so. Levy, where is he? He's getting kills left and right. Takes down 2. Swings the tide. Seto, keeping hold of Dirt Tunnel. Toxie's still going to be on the top floor. Needs to make that rotation pretty fast. Otherwise, his teammate is going to just get overwhelmed on the site. But with the diffuser still cold and no one with an intention of picking it up at the moment. That's said and done for Team 1. They can't press this advantage any.
Toxic will find that kill on Danesk. Epoxy was upstairs for a very long time, and Team 1 didn't really capitalize on the fact that it was essentially a 1 versus 3 on the bomb site. KDS will toss a nade towards main stairs, and another one deep in towards Arsenal. Doesn't catch any of them with the nades. It looks as if Levy's going to try and get into the action with his own nades, but he gets swung by Toxie, and that's a 1v2 for KDS. Let's see what he can manage. Knows where one is, and will find Baseto and the second KDS. The quick reactions finds both of them. Big round from KDS, and Team 1 are back in the lead.
Well. Scrappy stuff. Opening kill goes to Black Dragons. Second kill goes to Team 1. Then Black Dragons respond again. So they've got the advantage. The diffuser was cold. All we need was Patoxy to make a quicker rotation. I've no idea where Levy was when he was getting those kills, but he picked up 2 very quickly again. That's the second round he's been able to do that. Team 1, not necessarily getting lucky, but just winning out those engagements, proving that superior gun skill. And taking downstairs in the basement again here. They've won down there twice now. It's probably high time that Black Dragons switch off, and they will do just exactly that. They go upstairs to Jim.
Time. There we go. No Mira being brought for Jim, which is always a bit of a surprise whenever Mira has slipped through the banning phase. Mira's a great operator for holding down Jim in bedroom. One Mira window inside a bathroom can essentially nullify that jacuzzi breach entirely. And also Black Dragons have immediately fully reinforced bathroom only, so they've reinforced jacuzzi wall and also reinforced bathroom. That usually isn't something that we see. Reason being is you don't know for certain if a team's going to be pushing jacuzzi. Let's say, for example, Team 1 have no interest in going from that side of the map. That now kind of limits you because you don't have that very strong rotation from bathroom into the corridor. So that's the only thing you would worry about. But then again, 9 times out of 10, most teams will open up jacuzzi wall anyway.
Battle being done on the windows. Everyone from Black Dragons seemingly giving it a chance at a bit of a spawn peek. It's Baseto we really want to keep our eyes on, though. He's been successful in the previous 2 rounds in getting that opening pick. Already here in the breaches being opened as the Carousel get detonated. Maverick with the blow touch on the roof going to open up the hatch. Baseto dance. Plays some trigger discipline. Could maybe go for the peek there. And will do so. Finds one onto Alamau. Alamau really coming under pressure in these opening engagements. It's not even necessarily his fault. He's just wrong place, wrong time.
It's always a difficult one to swallow. Team 1 now starting to open up. There's breaches on towards that server wall. And Buck will come in. Renegade, though, will deny any access immediately, so they will have to try and burn through that. But I don't think that's going to be a point of access, really, for Team 1. I think that's more just to deny anyone swinging onto the server window, Ollie. Very rarely we would see teams open up that wall and then try and stem their attacks from it, especially at this time, minute 30. Team 1, oh, Neskin, that is a rough one, and he even gets smoked out. Live secures the kill. Very unlucky round for Team 1, it seems to be, Ollie.
Yeah, they're not feeling the fortune of any luck here inside of this one, as Ion's going to get taken, sorry, do the taking down and remove Lagonis. Perez with the last. Levy, the final player to fall. Team 1. It's like herding cats. They just can't get a handle on Black Dragons. They have got no idea whatsoever Black Dragon's coming away there. Successful. A site change. Obviously what they needed. We've just got to say, please, oh please, don't go back down to the basement. That's really where they've been struggling so far today. It's the only site that they've actually lost yet. Maybe we see the bar and stock demo, potentially.
I'd love to see a good bar and stock.
Obviously, we're going to go upstairs to cache and server now, but still.
Even though, of course, as we went bar now, Ollie.
Bar and stock.
Bar and stage.
We've already got a double bar. We've got double bar on post.
Let's go bar and stage then.
It's just not got the same ring. I'm just that annoying.
Bar and stock.
I'm just that annoying old guy that knows it to be called one thing. It's like when a street name changes.
You don't want to change.
No, but
Get with the times.
It's like if a block of flats got knocked down that was called bar and stock, and then it was replaced by a pub that then got called bar and stage. I'd still call it bar and stock.
You're the kind of guy that still thinks Ella is a viable operator, even though she lost her 50-round magazine and no recoil Scorpion 3 years ago. You're that kind of guy. You're the guy who still picks Frost Super 90, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've got you caught out.
Yeah. Exactly that.
What else do you... wait, what else was real? Oh, yeah, you still think Glaz can just single-handedly walk into a bomb site and kill everyone?
Why have we not seen any Glass? This seems like the perfect game for a bit of Glass.
I mean, the thing with Glaz is you kind of need to build almost a team around him, because keep in mind, if you're bringing Glaz, it's almost an operator that plays for himself. Like, let's be honest, it is an operator that doesn't bring any utility apart from the smokes, which, in that sense, he's only bringing it for himself to really utilize. It's a bit like why we don't see Blackbeard. It is an operator that is played for the man, and that's it. Only for the man playing them. That is it.
I feel like we should be able to choose the lineups here for some of these rounds. I think it'd add a little bit more spice to it.
Fire the randomizer, honestly.
Yeah, just fire it in the randomizer. Yeah.
Yep.
Strat roulette.
Yep, you can only kill people if you're prone. Is a good one.
Not sure if that's a rule inside of this round. Basetto already being taken out there. Usually finding the opener, but this time being opened up onto Alamau.
Yep.
He's going to be the one to do that first kill as he's able to take him down. Levy lit and runs past there.
Oh.
Gets away with it. Toxie is able to take down Neskin. Levy's only one shot to anyone at this moment, so he needs to be really careful about where he gets himself in. Still got 2 nades, so wants to try and make something happen with those. Do you think that Black Dragons are pretty powerful here? Levy, he's got to try, but he can't do anything. There's nothing that he's going to be able to do. Perez needs to land 1 bullet and 1 bullet only. Perez getting stimmed up there by the corner station. Just gives him a little bit more life to fight on this catwalk.
Yeah, catwalk, dangerous position. And right now, Perez is doing a great job at not only getting kills, but really delaying the Team 1 approach. He is playing a risky game, though. He does open himself up to the breach, but he doesn't care. He's swinging anything he can, Ollie. Lagones goes down, and that's a 2 versus 4. KDS and Alamau have to try their best. I think Alamau might make the same fate as the rest of his team. Perez, I don't know if anyone can move him now, Ollie. He is essentially the king of garage. He's making sure nobody enters in without his say-so.
He's a runway model at the moment. King of the catwalk. No one is going to get rid of him up there. KDS finds one onto Ion under the stim of his own thinker. One turn their attention now to this catwalk, but are they really going to be able to do anything about it? The answer likely going to be no. Patoxy takes down Alamau in a down and then confirms with the pistol and leaves KDS with everything to do inside of less than 10 seconds. Toxic Babe canisters cutting him off. The diffuser on the other side of the soft wall. And slowly but surely the crossfires enable, but they're unable to find the kill. Time will do the rest there. Black Dragon successful here on that defensive round. They start to edge a lead. A chance to come away at a 4-2 split for Black Dragons.
Yeah, good standing for Black Dragons to really take this first half in good standing. I mean, keep in mind, Ollie, that the bans with Thatcher, Maverick, and all the hard breach are still up. This should be extremely attacker-sided, but that's not what we're seeing. And it is strange. It certainly is strange. Capcan now comes into the fray. Never mind, it's went from bad to worse as now Caviera makes an appearance.
I told you. What did I say? This was all foreseen in the pregame.
I don't know if Cav's going to be able to make a dent, though. I would be really, really surprised.
Well, you got to respect the confidence.
But how far can that get you?
I don't know. Ion's got himself straight upstairs. So I reckon he's going to try and hide away from the drones as well. Could be very successful, this.
I actually have a theory about Caveira.
Hit me with it.
So, naturally you would think, okay, not a strong operator because all it takes is somebody to find out where you are and you can't do anything. Because essentially her gadget doesn't really help her out in many situations apart from like really flanking and of course, you know, the interrogation, but you have to do a lot of work. But an actual gunfight doesn't really help. But I think that the mental warfare that Caveira applies to the attacking side is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not because you're thinking, oh, it's a Caveira, oh, come on guys, we need to, you know, try and find this Caveira, do whatever we can. But, especially if you're a professional player, if you get interrogated live on stream...
Oh, that's it.
You're gonna be laughed at. And I think that mental warfare of everyone comes in thinking, I can't die this Caveira, I can't die this Caveira, I'll be a laughing stock.
That's exactly what it is. No one wants to be clipped.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, we should just focus on Ion until he either gets a kill or the round's over. We don't actually know, or at least I don't know where he actually is at the moment. Team 1. Oh, it's a rush, isn't it? It's got to be. It's going to be a rush down Kitchen Hatch.
They're all there.
Everyone's stacking up. This is literally what it's going to be. As soon as that Lion scan goes in, you just wait. You just watch everyone hightail it. We got Neskin. He's going to be holding the angle at the top of main stairs. Levy looking through into stock for the time being. Hatch still struggling to be opened. The impact tricking is working out, and maybe that's going to be enough to stop the rush from happening in the first place. There we get a glimpse of Ion, and we can see just exactly where he is going to be hiding. Drone's going to come in and start to figure out what's going in on the site. Basetto things up. Nade to follow in the hatch, and maybe going to be taken on out. But no, KDS only takes a couple of points of damage there. I think the game's up. This Kitchen Hatch is a little bit too predictable now, Demo. We're halfway into the round. They need a new plan.
And they will look to try and open up in towards Dirt Tunnel, and that might be their secondary idea. But Live gives them not a thing, Ollie. Levy thinks he can walk in and it's going to be free real estate. And he's just been absolutely smacked in the face by Live. Veskin will try his best to respond, but the Governor's actually TK's KDS as he has eliminated Ion. And there's Perez swings as well, and Team 1, very, very difficult for them to get anything on that round. Black Dragon just had their way with them.
But it's not hard, is it? Let's be honest. Team 1 pushed entirely into Kitchen. That was the extent of their strategy. We saw an attempt to go down Dirt Tunnel, but aside from that, there was nothing else really happening. Black Dragons 4-2 on the half. This is where it could go one or two ways. Either Team 1 start to focus up and they go, yeah, you know, we've had our fun now. We just want to get the win and get done. Or there's the opportunity for Black Dragons to actually take this fairly seriously. Now, judging by the fact that they've only got the Maverick, I'd kind of like to see him bring double hard breach, but I also back the Jackal pick. I'm really torn. I think the Jackal's great. You know that you're going to be going up against some roamers here. That is just what Team 1 do. So maybe the hard breach won't actually be that much of an important factor if you're able to win that early roam game.
So, slide switch. Black Dragons. Their lineup says, let's get down to business, Ollie. I mean, they have the Jackal, so if there is any roamers from Team 1, they should be dealt with pretty swiftly. Still bringing a hard breach, or maybe you would have liked to have seen a Havana or an Ace, perhaps, in the lineup. So, in terms of them actually being able to do anything in the site is going to be tricky. Limited to a Maverick, you really have to think about what push you want to go for, because you are limited at the end of the day. Unless Live has for a hard breach gadget. But, you know, we've kind of had that discussion, Ollie, haven't we, about Flashback so strong at the moment. Would you sacrifice a hard breach gadget? And, well, the answer is no for Live.
Seto will be able to get a little bit of work done, but he's not likely going to get Kitchen Hatch open. Especially given that there's a couple of C4s available for Team 1, and the Valkyrie cameras, and the potential for a Mozzie Pest. a little bit too much going in their direction in that regard. But an opening kill nonetheless. Perez takes down KDS. Can he find the second? Oh, got a glimpse. Doesn't manage to land a shot. Still going to keep hold of the angle for the time being. Bassetto, he moves in and takes down Lagodis. This is a speedrun round. Any percent here for Black Dragons as Ion doubles down. Now only Neskin and Levy left alive. Neskin looking to make a rotation. Levy finds one onto Bassetto. The initial pace that's been injected starts to slowly dissipate as Black Dragons need to take a little bit more time to figure out how to approach this. Hatch and stock still unopened and no longer will be, as Maverick has been removed. So Team 1 have got fewer angles to worry about now. The diffuser, as you can see, is at the entrance to the tunnel. Levy, great angle there being held. Takes down Perez. This one's almost got to be locked in now for Team 1 as he swings and shuts down Live as well. Ion caught out in no man's land. 10 HP and a dream. Not going to be a very pretty sight, is it, Demo?
No, it's not indeed, Ion. Just feels like a matter of time, Ollie, before he just gets tapped by two of the players. Has to try and hit headshots now because the body trade is not going to work out. There's one. Can he find the second? Oh, almost. Levy swings into open fire, and Ion still trying his best, but the impact smacks him right in the schnoz, and he goes down. Wow, what a round.
Yeah, pretty speechless, I'll be honest. How Black Dragons lose that one is almost beyond me. That was a round that was pretty much locked up for them until they then just continued to push in the same avenues. They did great in the opening engagement. Honestly, all they needed was a Hibana. One Hibana, and that's their round. They would have been able to open up the hatch. They would have been able to do a little bit more there. But they've just given one back to Team 1. And it looks as though there is no intention of doing Hibana at the moment from Black Dragons. They lock in the Maverick. We're going to try and get everything done with just that. It's frustrating to try and discuss this because we speak so often about how important a hard breach ban can be on club, and there isn't a hard breach ban. So it just speaks even more to how much of a bit of a meme game this is, that neither team is actually bringing a hard breacher. They're bringing the Maverick, but they're not bringing double hard breach. Double hard breach is huge.
Yeah. And it just seems as if teams want to kill. That is it. It's just
it's TDM.
Absolute heavyweight fight. And I really don't know who's going to end up being Tyson Fury, who's going to end up being Deontay Wilder. I don't know.
Good reference.
Thank you.
Does that mean we need to go to 10 rounds?
Round 11.
Round 11.
Yeah. But I don't really know, because that means one team had to have been out of it for about 6 rounds, so...
Yeah.
You have to say, I wonder, how are they still here?
This is not a very comparable scoreline, is it?
No. We tried, but, you know, we'll see how it pushes on. But anyway, Team 1, I mean, they better be ready, because Black Dragons are looking for a quick entry, Ollie, into Garage. Whenever they've wasted a Gone 6 to open up a garage door, you would have thought, hey, give us some more, but they really haven't got anything. Ion swings into Catwalk. They trade blow for blow. Gomez is down. Levy and Nate being tossed right at him, still trying to fight as best as he can. Ooh. But Ion wins that, but it's still trades galore. Neskin finds Live, and Alamau finds Ion. It is a 3 versus 3. The wall gets impacted. What is going on? Explosions firing everywhere. Bassetto has been annihilated.
Nade's getting sent on in. Perez with the pre-fire, but has no information to work with. There's 6 drones left here for Black Dragons, and they don't have an intention to use a single one. Final kill flies in. Scrappy round, messy round, call it what you like. You can call it a win for Team 1. They level things up 4 rounds apiece.
Oh boy. My oh my. 4-4 is where we sit. Defense are just running away with it at the moment, Ollie. Never in my wildest dreams would I imagine that a clubhouse with the attacker bans that we're witnessing would be defender-sided. But then again, this is Brazil, this isn't EU, and I'm completely wrong.
Demo, we've seen the only hard breacher 6 picked for an Amaru. And there's a Thatcher this time. Like, what is going on?
Just don't ask questions.
This is that RNG operator lineup generator you were on about. They've spun the wheel. They've spun the wheel and it's gone Flores, Amaru, Thatcher, Iana, and Sledge.
This is where I start losing my ginger hair and it starts turning gray. I think this is where this is it for me.
Well, we might get to see that live because I think producer Simon has intermittently been putting us on camera on the stream. Just if we've got like a molding reaction. Oh, they've not been blessed with demo. I think they've been blessed with me. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm enjoying this. Like, I haven't seen, you know... I just have to accept that this is LATAM. Like, I've accepted it. You know, you put that camera me first week. Yeah,
oh
you'd
my
be seeing
why.
me. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, there's nothing going on here to face spam about. He just swung in and he's dropped the hatch and he's got so many kills. And now it's a 2 versus 4.
Team One are actually battling back here, believe it or not. KDS has been able to find one, but that was an explosive entry. Perez with the barricade bang and Bassetto straight through Logi hatch finding 2, and they were great shots at that. Alamau and KDS, 2 minutes to try and hold on here. More than doable. No hard breacher. It's not going to be easy to try and remove these players. Alamau removes Ion, literally, from the server. KDS has made his rotation back into Jim. Alamau playing inside a Logi. Reactivates the Suri gate on the Logi hatch. Or at least tries. Thinking about the C4, but gets caught out on the drone. Black Dragons really is on them now to try and salvage this. They had a cracking start to the round. It was explosive. But now it's all equal in a 2 versus 2. And with no hard breacher available, Alamau can sit at the top of main stairs all day. He is not going to worry about that at all.
Yeah, Black Dragons now in a struggling position. We had 6 people dead, Ollie, by 4 seconds. I mean, that must be a new record. It has to be a new record. Oh, look at this, both of them. Maybe looking to crack walk up the main stairs, and that's really the only option that I can see doable from them. But Alamau is ready, in a great position. There's a bit of barbed wire right beside him, so as soon as that starts rustling, the pre-fire shots will come out, but Toxie doesn't really know where he wants to look, and there you go. Brilliantly played by Alamau. One more, though. Is he ready? Yes, he is, Alamau. There he goes, the content machine, Ollie. Holding nothing back. Team 1, another defense win.
Well, well, well. And it's a shame, because Bassetto's 2 shots there were probably the best 2 we've seen all day. I really hope they get put in some sort of replay package. Maybe not for the end of this round, but for like an end of day replay package. Because it was incredible. I love an Amaru straight through. We maybe get to see them again here. But a really good attempt, and a good just attempt at some aggression. You know, we're not looking for strats here. We're not looking for anything too serious. The wall bang from Perez was disgusting. This second shot, beautiful stuff from Bassetto. But again, no hard breach, no party. You really can't do all too much once you've had that initial push. You've allowed Team 1 to stabilize after the initial, oh my goodness, what is going on? As soon as that second or 2 has passed, and Team 1 have gone, right, okay, yeah, we now know what we need to do. And everyone's been caught out on a camera. We've heard the sound of the guns. We know that they haven't got a hard breach, whatever it might be. We know we can just sit at the top of main stairs. And Alamau wins the entire round from 1 spot. Can't really do much against that if you're Black Dragons. But it looks as though they're having plenty of fun with it. And that was really what we were looking for in this game. Team 1, 5 rounds to 4. Chance to take us onto a match point.
Where do we go from here? I feel as if we've seen everything that could possibly happen, but there's a part of me that says, nope, there will be more shenanigans, and I am waiting for it. Black Dragons haven't went for any crazy picks. You know, Maru isn't on the board this time. We see another opening engagement. KDS has been downed. Levy is here to try and support him, but he's not in a great position. There is 2 Vegas to look at, and Sledge will take a quick peek. Perez does spun out the Legion, and Levy, as you said, KDS, I've tried to help you, but no chance am I going to be able to revive you right now. Alamau, though, he's trying to slip in and assist. KDS has been naded. That's the down man gone. Levy takes even more damage. Alamau, do they know he's up here? I think they might. Yes, they certainly do. And now Alamau, he seems to be stuck. And he will be trapped. Never mind, he battles back. Ion is gone, but Live has walked straight down blue stairs, and he's in the heart of the bomb site. He's killing everything that moves. Live appears with a double kill. Alamau falls upstairs, and Lagona is stuck in church. He's going to need a prayer if this is going to work out for him. Rotates over to Moto. Perez is waiting, but he does catch Perez. Lagones now has to reload. Live wants this kill, and he will get his kill. Black Dragons will break the mold. They break the defense run that Team 1 were starting to ramp up. Now we sit 5 rounds apiece.
All square here between these two teams. Nothing separating them. Pretty quick round, given the sight from Black Dragons. Usually we bill that one as a bloodbath in the final 20 seconds. Poor old Lagonis. Had nearly 2 minutes to hold on for there when it was in the 1 versus 5 initially. Finds one before being shut down, but the entire round fought off-site. It wasn't a assisted off-site hold in terms of being assisted with a lot of utility. It was something that Live was able to circumvent and just straight through. Finds himself a couple of kills. Bonus, the remaining player on site, and the other two, well, they were off-site to begin with. Open engagement going in favour of Black Dragons. Finished off with a nice nade. All good stuff. Next team to win guarantees a chance at 3 points, as they'll be moved on to match point first. They're really giving us our money's worth here, Demo.
They are indeed. They are indeed. This is not the kind of matchup that we expected to really be anything of worth, Ollie, but I mean, both sides, I mean, neither of them are rolling over. I think that's the main thing. Usually in these kind of matches, we see one team go into it, and they just kind of, after the first round, just, okay, you know what, let's just give them the win, but neither side is backing down. They really aren't. It seems to be bragging rights all the way between Team 1 and Black Dragons, but who will reign the victor as we head into potentially the final 2 rounds?
Alamau, cheeky little attempt to the spawn peak. Our hatch hasn't been reinforced. Alamau hoping to get away with one. Yes, he is. Finds one onto Perez. Not a lot of droning going on inside of this game, so it's unsurprising that Alamau is seeing some success, but to grab 2 is huge. Picks out Live as well. Lagonis seeing a little bit of pressure elsewhere inside of blue. Seto trying to hold on to the top of main. Stim to work with. He knows that Alamau is going to be playing in behind the bar, but he can't really do anything about it. Levy shuts Ion down. Neskin swings on to Pizzetto, and Patoxy left in the clutch. 1 versus 5. Quickly makes it 1 versus 4. It's out the default, but knows that he's got multiple angles to worry about, and Neskin in with the shutdown. Team 1 on a match point.
Fast round, the Roamers really doing strong work against Black Dragons, and quite rightly so. Team 1 will take that match point 1 round, and that will be it all done for this matchup. But now they do have to head upstairs, Ollie, is where the next bomb site will be played out. Black Dragons, how will you respond? What will you do differently? Again, lineup's not changing too much, Ollie. Again, very heavy utility from Black Dragons. We're seeing 3 sets of nades. And only a Wamai on the side of Team 1, so don't be surprised if we see some nade kills.
Match point then for Team 1. See if we can close it out here and now. I doubt that we're going to see anything too different to what we've seen the last couple of rounds from Black Dragons, which is just pick a point to try and enter on through. Don't use your drone. Fear of being called out as a slowpoke or a tryhard, and just push on in headfirst into whatever may be on the other side. That seems to have been the order of the last couple of rounds here. As we mentioned before, not a great deal riding on this one, but still nice to see teams just slugging it out, especially when there's no drones and it really just comes down to out-and-out gun skill. You know, watching Alamau from behind the bar flick and find 2. It never really gets old. Or if it's Pizzetto, Amaru up onto the roof, dropping the hatch and finding 2 as well. It's always enjoyable to see, even if there isn't the most strategy surrounding it all. Opening pick Alamau on to Patoxy. Probably from, oh no, from Strip this time, actually. I was going to say maybe from pool window, as that's where he's been threatened a couple of times, or main door, but no, from the Strip club this time. Advantage Team 1.
Team 1, first kill in the round. That was done very, very nicely now. And there's the second fault also. This catwalk. Ollie, I've never seen so many attackers just decide to ego challenge the catwalk in that manner, and they've been punished. It just shows, Ollie, why you don't swing catwalk. There's 100 positions that guy could be playing in. Well, not really. There's only about 4. But you know what I mean. He could be anywhere. Basetto does respond to the kill onto Alamau, but it feels like Black Dragons now, they're in a position where they have to try and grasp at straws. Live is just kind of moving in and out. He's in the building. He's outside the building. Basetto now looks to push up in towards Oil Pit and try and find an angle onto the man on top catwalk, but I don't think the catwalk guy is going to give him much to look at. Perez on the breach. The only issue I do have, Ollie, is that they're very separated from one another and they won't have the refrag potential.
Zeto has a chance and will take it. Picks up his second on to Levy. Realistically, just trying to bait kills now as he's hoping that Team 1 are going to start to get itchy feet and look to push on down onto him live. Holding on to Cash Stairs. He knows there's going to be somebody playing at the top of it. Still got 2 nades left, so could try and make something happen with that. There is a Wamai has been in place. There'll be a couple of magnets dotted around elsewhere, but Neskin sees to live pretty swiftly. Skeleton key in hand for Basetto. Going to be a big ask if he's going to find 3 here, and he will be taken down by Lagonis. That is going to be the game going toward Team 1. They wrap things up here, 7-5.
Strong stuff from Team 1. Thought it was maybe going to go overtime, Ollie, but Team 1 come out the victors in that engagement. I mean, what a matchup, Ollie. So back and forth, but the fury of Team 1 was enough, and maybe Black Dragons need to play a bit more wilder.